Yes guys, after conquering the whole Earth, it's the time for us to conquer the whole space as well. Yes guys, we're about to start some intergalactic wars, starting with the redacted map. I'm the red player in this game and let's see which continent I shall go for. And it looks like I have some troops in the command center, so if nobody's taking that will be my continent for sure. And I'll also got some troops over here, but it looks like the pink player is going for this continent, so I'm not getting this one. And let's see what are the ranks of my opponents. The pink player is beginner, the orange player is a novice, the purple player is a beginner as well, the green player is intermediate, and finally the yellow player is a novice rank player. And the pink player actually captured this continent, which is going to give him even 3 extra troops per turn. And now I will do like I say, capturing this continent over here and fortifying my troops from this territory. And now let's just ally with all of the players, send as many alliance requests as possible, so I will have as many allies as possible. And as you know, low rank players could take alliances very seriously, and if that's the case, then I should be really favored with diplomacy wise. As like if someone is just allied with me rather than everyone, then that person should be really loyal for me. And the orange player has captured Caucasus Mountains or +2 troops continent. And let's see about my expansion plans. Do you guys think I should go for South Basin over here with 6 troops region? Should it be my further expansion plan? I mean, there are a lot of other players' troops, and most importantly I think I'm going to see what the yellow player does. But the purple player has gone for this continent over here. The green player I assume will go for this continent, spaceport, +2 troops continent as well. And yes, he does guys, he finally captures it, having 4 troops each on each of the territories. How to have 4 troops in the middle is not that much necessarily. Or does the yellow player's territory connect to the territory? Not sure. Alright, the yellow player has accepted my alliance request. Let's see, alright, I thought he might invade the orange player, but he actually goes for that continent over here, and it's blue troops continent as well. Let's actually see his stats. Alright, I see what his fastest win in 2 minutes, so not sure, he might be an old account, who knows. Purple player accepts my alliance request. Alright, purple player has played a lot of games and has a bad with range, so I think he's a legit account. So who's my biggest enemies in this game? Judging by my observation, it should be either the green player since he's the highest rank player, or the yellow player since he could potentially be an alternative account of someone. But for now I'll just play like this, we'll stay playing passively over here. I mean, not passively, but just not doing much. If I waste a lot of troops, then I will just make myself very weak and won't be able to hold any continent at all. And let's see what the orange player does, whether he just strengthens his border against the purple player, or maybe he will even consider invading him. As with the purple player fortifying 6 troops over here, the orange player could potentially be really threatened. But who knows? Alright, he just added 1 troop, so I think we will be just fine. And yes, the orange player just captures a territory over here, but maybe no, he actually goes to invade the purple player into his continent. And yeah, I was so really much wrong guys. The orange player is actually doesn't want to be good neighbors with the purple player. Let's see if the purple player retaliates or what is he going to do. I mean, he could add his 3 troops on the cave system and smash the orange player's troops, but that wouldn't really achieve for him anything, I would assume. He will just still lose the game. I mean, still will end up holding those continents over here. As if not orange player will recapture them, then the yellow player will probably do that for sure. Alright, the pink player finally accepts my alliance request. That's awesome. I'm allied with all of the players besides the orange player. Let's see if the yellow player actually expands further to the orange and pink players' lands. As we started the conflict with each other, and that conflict doesn't look good for any of them. Fact, the orange player is much more dominant over here, but in overall it won't be that good as a plan. It wasn't that good of a plan for them to fight at all. And yeah, I think the yellow player, judging by his moves, is not a novice for sure. He just captured another continent +3 troops, and let's see if the pink player invades him. And yes, I really like that for sure. Actually, I think I should probably more indicate what I want to go for this continent, as I would like really other players to move out from here. So I think I will just play like that, and let's fortify troops back. And yeah, this way I will really show what I am really going for this continent, and hopefully my allies will move their troops out from it. As I really want to increase my advantage, otherwise the yellow player might increase his advantage if he takes over the orange and purple player's lands over here. So my first plan was to get a continent and at the same time to make alliances with everyone, and the second plan is to expand my lands and in this way increase my advantage to start getting some bigger amount of troop bonuses. As otherwise if I do not do that, then the other player will get the biggest advantage in this game. Or I could also assume that some players who expand to more continents could start a conflict with each other, but we wouldn't necessarily fight. So if other players will let me capture and hold continent, then it will just be into my best interest, into my best advantage. Ideally I would like to become as strong as possible. Let's see what the green player is going to do over here. I mean, I'm fine with him going after this continent over here, the North Basin one. And alright, he just captures that territory and stops. Let's see what the yellow player does, whether he retaliates to the pink player, or maybe he will just this time intend to properly guard the continent. And let's see, he recaptures, but will he go to invade the pink player? That's the biggest question over here. But I think no, he doesn't. He just moves some of the troops closer towards him, and the pink player wants me to attack yellow. And I mean, I do not want to attack anyone. My biggest plan right now is to get a strong advantage for myself. And I mean, if a pink player wanted, he could just add some troops on the copper mines and invade the yellow player into volcanic glass, rather than adding his troops in launch pads and attacking deep mine and wasting this via auto troops, which will be bad for both of those players. But alright, while the pink player sent me the attack request to attack the yellow player, he didn't attack the yellow player himself, so obviously I'm not going to do it either. And honestly, I think I just maybe should take over this continent, or maybe not necessarily, as I mean, maybe I will get the purple player's card soon, so I will just give it one more turn to see if the purple player gets wiped out from the other areas. So yeah, I will just take one more turn. The orange player trades in a set, and let's see if he wipes out the purple player from the top right. On the other hand, even if he does that, then the purple player could just be left for some other player. So at the end I might not even get to take the purple player out for his cards. But who knows, we're going to see that, guys. The yellow player probably isn't the most ideal position with him being in the middle between me and the orange player. And I really like my position in the bottom left, since I won't be that much in the middle fault. The bottom continent I'm going for has a lot of borders, so I could be easily invaded anyway. But at the very least I probably wouldn't be neighboring that many players, or will be in between. As I mean, the green player isn't going for North Basin, or I mean it could probably get invaded if he captured it by either pink or yellow. But yeah, who knows. But yeah, I'm taking the purple player out in case nobody does, and if my two troops army still stays over here. And let's see what the yellow player does, and maybe if he captures that continent, then maybe the orange player won't attack the territories to attack anymore, and with that, alright, and with that he might attack the yellow player. But alright, I see what the yellow player does over here. He doesn't want that the purple player will be killed by me, I will assume. But I will receive his cards. Let's see what the pink player does. Maybe the pink player wipes me out from that area. So in that case, the purple player's cards will probably be left for the orange player. And I assume it will go this way. As I will be just wiping out the purple player from this area, I just want to capture that continent. And alright, the pink player has captured that continent, but let's see if he captures one more territory to wipe me out. And I think he stops right here, and yes, that's really appreciated, the pink player, if you stop right here. And yes, thank you very much. And now I just won't miss the opportunity to take out the purple player for his 4 cards. So let's say goodbye for the purple player, guys. He was a really good ally. I mean, we didn't really do much. We were just much more on a neutral side, but still enemy. Let's show some honor to him, and I guess I will just strengthen my borders over here. Thought maybe I should just add more troops into one big army, who knows. Let's send him sub to the green player, and that will be it. But alright, I don't really like the orange player adding his troops over here. I mean, if he invades me, then he will get just wiped out from this area. But let's see, I think he will. And yes, he just invades me. Well, I mean, he will just be trapped now. Yeah, he will just be trapped now. And let's see what the green player does, whether he finally captures that continent over here. But alright, the only person I wasn't allied with invaded me. But alright, the green player captures that continent, and I mean, he won't have any territories to attack anymore. I mean, 3 territories which wouldn't be someone's continents. But we're going to see how that goes. We're going to see if he is going to invade anyone, or maybe he will just be invaded by the yellow or the pink player. And the yellow player fortifies some troops over here. And let's see if the pink player is actually going to invade someone. And yes, he doesn't let the green player hold that continent, so yeah. That's really great. On the other hand, I wish someone will capture some territories of a yellow player. He's holding even 3 continents, which is not the most ideal for me, but yeah. The orange player is getting wiped out from over here, and if he wants to still get in cards, then he will have just to attack the yellow player. And let's see if he actually attacks the yellow player, but he just invaded me and just left the game. That's strange. And I mean, this is why you guys probably wouldn't really like novices in your games and beginners in general, as they just really randomly leaving their games and in the situations which aren't even losing for them, and just makes the game a little bit boring. So I think in the next games, I think I should limit my rank at least to beginner rank players, but maybe intermediate too. On the other hand, with high rank players, the games could be more stalemating, so that's the downside of that, looking to this side. But alright, the yellow player is taking over the orange player land, and the orange player will be the next player to get eliminated from the game. And yeah, I think the yellow player can just take him out if he gets a good blitz roll on the orange player's troops, and yes, he does. So the yellow player is actually really dominating this game, but let's see what are his plans. Hopefully he won't be attacking me. I mean, my hope right now is that the pink player starts a conflict with him, so this way I will be dominating the game. And yeah, alright, he just captures that territory. He doesn't invade me into my continent, and that's really good. So let's see if the pink player actually invades the yellow player and breaks through all of his continents. I mean, he could actually really do it as long as he wants to, but come on, don't disconnect, you two. Don't leave the game at this stage of the game, at this point of the game. But the bad thing for the pink player is that he actually started according to the green player, so this is what not the most ideal for him. But alright, please invade one more continent, but he doesn't. I think for now I will just be staying neutral. I think I will just strengthen my armies over here. I just want to become really strong and just increase the lead this way. I mean, if the yellow player retaliates to the orange player, then I think it will probably give me a really good lead. And let's see if alright, the green player is going to destroy the pink player's army over here, but no, he just leaves it for one more turn. Gives the opportunity for the pink player to back out his troops. Attack yellow, and I think, I mean, on one hand I really should. On the other hand, maybe not so much. I don't know. I mean, let's see if the pink player invades the yellow player, and if he does, then maybe I should really attack the yellow player as well. I think maybe, yeah. But I'm not too confident. Let's see how much of the damage will be dealt to the yellow player. The yellow player wants me to attack penguins and thumbs up with a heart. Well, the yellow player is actually at 4 cards, so really likely he has a set, I think. I think maybe after all I just have to stay neutral for this turn and just let the yellow player to retaliate to the pink player, so this way we will just waste their troops on each other, and yeah. I think I will just, I think maybe I do not want to make one too big obvious army, so I think I'm just going to do my troop splits like that to not become that obvious how strong I am, so yeah. And I will just capture, or maybe I will just won't capture any territory at all and let the green player go for that continent. I will let the green player crush the pink player's army over here. And this way the game might be given away to me. I mean, depending on what the yellow player does, whether he actually wastes his troops on the pink player or so. As it might be really the time when I will really get into the lead. But it's really no, and we're going to see. The green player is taking his whole turn again to make his turn, but alright, he finally captures that continent, and yeah. Alright, he just lets the pink player to hold the pink player's continent. And finally, it's the moment of truth. Let's see if the yellow player actually crushes a bunch of troops of the pink player. Alright, I think he will just recapture his stuff, but will he actually invade the pink player? I probably don't think so, but we're going to see. So I think I will really attack the yellow player in this turn right now. But alright, it will be the pink player's turn, so maybe he will just invade the yellow player into all of his continents. And in that case, that will be really great. I wouldn't have to do the dirty work by myself. But the yellow player guards properly against him, and well, at least he will probably invade something. And please invade the green player as well, so I wouldn't have to do it myself. And I mean, I could really eliminate the yellow player, but I just do not know if I have enough accessible troops. I mean, let's just go like that, guys, and I hope I wouldn't make that attack, but let's see. I think I'm just dominating this game, so I will just try to take as much yellow as possible, but I think I will just run out of troops, and maybe even the time. But let's see, let's hope to have at least some time, but yeah, we're just running out of time. But let's see if I still win. I still should be really dominating this game, and yes, the green player, please take your whole turn minute as well. But yeah, that was really close of me eliminating the yellow player. With a better blitz roll and being a bit faster, I could have really made it. And let's see if the green player eliminates the yellow player, but alright, now he's attacking really fast. He was so slow. The yellow player is still in the game, and that's so unfortunate, because I might just lose my advantage, but we're going to see what the pink player does. Maybe he will still stay in a strong alliance with me, who knows. So yeah, I'm getting invaded, and let's tell the pink player to attack the yellow player. I mean, I'm not sure, he will probably... Alright, he just breaks my alliance, and the green player sent me thumbs down without I didn't say anything to him, but yeah. I guess that was really a misplay by me, but who knows. I guess maybe I should still go after the yellow player. And please end your turn, come on, end your turn. Or maybe capture one more territory over here and unleash my 11 troops army, but alright, he didn't. I think I will just attack the yellow player and will just fortify my army over here. I mean, I might take him out next turn, then I just hope that the green and pink players will forget about me and start focusing on each other. But yeah, right now their biggest attention is in me. Do I have a set at the very least? Yes, I do. So if the yellow player doesn't have one, then I'm taking him out from the game. And I think the pink players attack me again, but I mean, yeah, nothing I can do much. Right now their biggest attention into me, but hopefully with the time it will be switch their attention towards each other. Hopefully the green and pink players will be attacking each other. And yes, I really like the pink player attacking green, so yeah. Maybe the green player will be attacking the pink player back. So I'm really happy about the green and pink players are not in the alliance. Let's just take the yellow player out. And yes, GG for the yellow player. We got into the 3-player situation, guys. And let's see how that turns out. Alright, I got a really bad set, but yeah, I guess nothing I can do much over here, but let's just fortify my troops like that. And let's see what the green player does. I wanted him to send the attack request to attack the pink player, but after all I thought maybe I wouldn't send him anything. As I mean, he might just be mad if the pink player invading him. And yes, he's just retaking that continent back. Well, actually he just invaded it and that's it. But hopefully the pink player doesn't invade me right now. I mean, he can invade me into that top continent, but hopefully he doesn't crush one of my bigger armies. I will just like him messing up with the green player, and it looks like he will. Come on, crush that army. Alright, I do not care about getting invaded into this continent over here. And yes, he actually crushes the green player's army over here, and please invade him into his continent as well. That will be really awesome and appreciated as well. It will give me more advantage. But alright, he doesn't. He lets the green player. So I think maybe I should let the green player to who knows. I mean, maybe if I let the green player hold that continent, maybe he will take the continent from the pink player. We're going to actually see, guys. So let's see what the green player actually does. Whether he continues messing up with the pink player. But he's going towards me, I assume. But yeah, he just stops over here and fortifies his army back into the turtling position. Pink player received tons of troops, and I do not really like that at all, guys. And yeah, I think he's just going to break through me. But alright, so far he doesn't. So far he just strengthened his borders, and let's just hope he strengthened his borders into multiple armies. And yeah, so far I really like that. And if he invades the green player, then that will be extremely good. And yes, I really like the pink player. For sure he broke the alliance request with me, but that doesn't matter for me at all. I think I will just strengthen my borders over here, and let's just retake that continent, I guess, and fortify that army over here. Or I mean over here, maybe better. And let's see if the green player got mad on the pink player. And yes, he just invaded the pink player into one of his continents as well, and I think we will be really into a big conflict. I think we will be really giving me away the game. I mean, I will just probably be attacking the pink player myself right now, even if he doesn't invade the green player. Or what do you think, guys? I think maybe I should really attack a pink player myself right now, but let's see. But yeah, he still invades, and please forget. Alright, he unleashed the green player's 14 troops army, so maybe I'm not that keen to attack the pink player as much anymore. Let's trade an asset, and I think let's just add my army over here and just capture our territory over here, and that's it. As I think the green player right now will himself do the dirty work attacking the pink player, so I think the game will be really mine. The game is really going to be mine if I correctly evaluate the situation. So that kinda sucks for the green player, but the pink player is kinda running the game, but on the other hand, maybe he does that because he wants to force the green player to attack me, but I think that is more likely because the pink player doesn't understand that he might give me away the game. The green player is taking his long turn again, and will he just quit the game? Or what is the case? And yeah, he just left the game, guys. And let's see what the pink player does. Maybe he will just continue crushing the green player. And honestly, I will prefer to eliminate the green player first because he just disconnected at the game about. So I will like to show more appreciation to the pink player. But honestly, it's so much easier to defeat bots once you deal with your real opponent, so I think I should really attack the pink player for sure. So this is what I am going to do. And yeah, the pink player just won't be able to do anything for me. Let's just fortify my army over here, and I think that will be the game soon. And I thought the green bot might even help me, but he's actually invaded me. What he's doing was really necessary troop split, so that doesn't really help balance out the situation at all. Even without the green bot is even at 55 troops. The pink player trades an asset, and let's see what he's going to do. And it looks like he will just attack the green bot. Well, if that's the case, then I think I can eliminate the green bot first. Let's use this army, and let's see if I can get good enough blitz rolls, and 35 versus 27 troops, let's see. And yes, I think I will just make it, guys. Well played, thanks pink player. Good game. Let's crush those troops over here and take over all of the maps, so except one territory, and make the pink player trapped. And yeah, that's GG. Let's say GG and send the general and GG. And we have got another victory, guys. So much epicness.